artist, and I'm a very multidisciplinary artist. I work in so many mediums like oil pastel, here's an example for that, and watercolor, acrylics. I work with textures also. And I'm very good in clay arts, lots of things. List is endless actually.
What makes you make art? Like, why do you make art?
I would say it's just because of my mom. She always motivates me since my childhood. She understands that she has something. I don't know what she saw in me. When I read about this, the theme, all that binds us, my focus was just on word that. I thought, is it a single one or is it many? And what it could be. Then I just, I get into myself. I close my eyes. I thought, let's study myself first. Then I thought, what binds me? Just in 1 second, I got an image of my mom. Then I decided, okay, I'll make one woman. Doesn't matter how, nothing, I haven't decided anything. Then I thought, it's not her jewelry that she's wearing. It's not her cloth that she's wearing. It's her soul. And the most important thing, her eyes. She's very expressive, We are what we are. We are like layers. Our life is like layers, of the people who come before us, who kept our traditions alive. And I would say the language, they whispered our name because of that, So we are bound with our culture, traditions, and those people who exist in our life. So the very first person who comes is always mom. Because I lost my father when I was 6. So I'm a single mom, under single mom. She nurtures me, everything she did. So I thought that I'm going to make a painting like this. Another thing I observed before I make this, and I thought that how should I express human life? I thought this head wrap is the best thing to express this thing, the human life. Because if you think, each and every thread is a human in itself, which carrying different colors. And these, whatever the strokes you can see in this head wraps is like a story of every person. Everyone is going under, over, they are interacting you. It doesn't matter, you should be in relation. But they're crossing you, they're arguing with you. You have a happy moment with them, you have a bad moment with them, and you come all together. And when you come all together, it becomes like a community. And who is holding the community? It's the woman.
Let's talk, Brittany.
Yes, let's talk. So I'm Brittany, aka Queen Picasso. I'm from Philadelphia. I've been creating since I was a child. I started creating alongside my grandmother, who was an incredible seamstress and crafter. And I've always had a passion for art, but I've never looked at it as a career. So I spent my life really trying to figure out what I wanted to do, but art was always just in my heart. So I've always created, while I'm working a 9-to-5 job as well. So in 2018, I actually left my job, and now I'm a full-time artist. And I'm loving it. It's a beautiful journey. It's a tough journey, but my work actually reflects, a lot of the things that I've been through, my identity, my culture, and where I'm from. And I just love sharing art with people.
Hi, I'm Robert Williams. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm an artist. I love painting. I've been painting since I was in elementary school, pretty much. It's the one subject I know I got A's every year. I'm retired now, and I got to a point maybe about 5 years ago where I said, I wonder what I'm going to do, and I decided I'm just going to paint because I've been doing it for the longest. And I actually had my first show 10 years ago, and half my family came to it and didn't even know I painted.
Wow.
Because it was always my thing, my little secret or whatever.
They say artists never retire.
Like, yeah.
And it's what we are. It's like, this is our retirement.
And that's when I sit around like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a artist. Let me just focus on the paint. So
Right.
I paint every day.
That's awesome.
You know, people ask me, do you make time? I say, I make just 5 minutes, half an hour, every day. I paint something.
That's awesome.
And it's a combination of my thoughts of me and a wife going to museums all the time and just looking at all these different artworks. Yeah. And my artwork is textured because whenever you go to an art museum and you see textured paintings and you see the signs say don't touch, it only makes you want it to. You know? So I decided to make paintings that people can touch. And if it's yours, touch it.
I love that.
And I just love doing original artworks because I don't do prints because I had this thought that whenever somebody comes in your house and see a art, nobody's gonna come in your house and say, "Oh, I got that." No, you don't. You have an original piece, you know. Because I have so many thoughts, I don't need them.
You don't have to repeat. There's no repeating.
No repeating. Because I'm constantly thinking of something. You know what I'm saying?
We are so happy to have you in this exhibit. Thank you very much, Robert. Thank you for being here.
Hello, how are you? I'm actually ecstatic to be here today, to be a part of this big, wonderful art show that Carla McCormick is giving. It's full of artists running around, so you gotta stop on down, check out the show. You know that's how I go. Peace.
Hi, my name is Tanya Bracey. I'm a fine artist, and I'm showing here in this lovely gallery. This right here is called Ochre and Periwinkle. It's one of my favorite pieces. I really love painting in acrylics. I originally was an oil painter, and I switched over, you know, for personal reasons, and found that acrylics can be just as rewarding. I use lots of medium because I want my oils to be nice and juicy. Found that there is a way to open them up so that they can give you what you want out of them.
Yes, you have.
Yes,
Because
yes.
these are beautiful.
I push really hard to get them as luscious as possible and to like create like a level of atmosphere between the viewer, you know, and the person in the picture. I really want people to connect to the idea that, you know, we show up in so many spaces. We sometimes by history have been erased or made invisible, but we are in many spaces. So a lot of times you'll see, you know, my women, the men, dignified, they're in Africa, they're in Moscow, they might be in Japan, frugal Japan, showing people where they really are in time that we may not always think about. And I think our younger people, because I have 3 boys, I've always wanted to show them, you know, hey, you can be here, you can be someplace else, but you have to be able to envision yourself as being grander, as being bigger. So all of my characters, I want them to be shown in such a way that people see them as bigger than life. You know, they're grand. And I'm hoping that it comes about.
Thank you for being in this exhibit with us.
Yes,
We're
thank
so
you
grateful
for
to have you
having me.
here. Your story, your message, everything that you stand for. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone. It's just an awesome opportunity to be in this space, in this place, to be able to look each and every one of you in your face. So I'm glad for that opportunity today. And I am a visual artist as well. I'm also an animator and a spoken word poet and an author. Yes, this is my book. But because the way I see it, we are all visionaries. Yes. We all have a vision. So the title of the poem today is just that, visions. Yes, we were all born with a vision. You see, we saw this thing while we was on a mission. We saw our life flash before our eyes, and it was right then and there that we were all made to realize that, yes, we was born with a purpose. You see, you just need to look beneath each and every one of our surface to see all of the good things that we have done And then you'll realize that we are not the one. You see, we are not the one that society say is the cause of the problems out there in the world today. But yes, we were all born with a vision. Now, no doubt you spend many a day with your face turned towards the sun, wondering and pondering, trying to figure out, what is it that I've done? But today, artists, I bet you can truly say that you no longer feel that way. You see, you no longer feel inferior because you have been anointed and appointed and made superior. Now, having been given the title of Mother Earth and the task to go forth and multiply and give birth to future leaders of nations, generations, and heads of state, you might say to yourself, why wait? But when the smoke clears in just a few more years, can't you just see yourself creating art, putting it all over the land, trying to get somebody sitting right next to you to understand that for you, this just might be an awesome piece of poetry. But for those of us with the third eye that can plainly see, this is your actual reality. And who am I? Crystal Bader Norman, straight up the box, and I know I'm off the chain. When I'm gone, my words will remain. Okay? And I did bring a couple copies to give with me, and if I didn't give you a card, that's not hard, I got them.
Hi, what's your name?
Birdie Fraser.
And where are you from?
Pennsauken.
You're from Pennsauken. And what do you do?
Everything.
So tell me about Clara Bryant. This is a beautiful painting.
Thank you. So Clara Bryant is actually one of my acrylic pieces. Most of my big paintings come from me having a dream. And so this was one of those. It was actually for the Berks Art Jazz Festival in Reading. And I submitted this 4 days in completion before the show. It's like when it all came together. So this painting actually tells a little bit of the history of Clara Bryant, which was the first African-American trumpet player who was out of California. She's born and raised in Texas, but she ended up playing in California. So with this piece, I just kind of wanted to bring her history, her life together, bringing some of the sheet music that she had in the background, having an old trumpet to tell the time and the history of how far it's been and how long it's been. Being her, she was the first woman who stepped into the musician world. She only was able to create 2 albums, and I created 2 replicas actually to bring that together. In my dream, I kept seeing a flower. Wasn't sure where that went, so I made it her earring instead of in her hair. But through this painting, I actually connected to her son, who actually lives in California, and learned that she always had flowers in her hair. So it was just off a little bit. So this actually was a piece that I just wanted to create to share the journey of Clara Bryant being the first African-American trumpet player that didn't get the recognition now. And I'm learning with her being out that many people still don't know her. So she's not for sale. And I'm going to continue the journey of sharing and bringing more awareness to who she was, the life and love of Clara Bryant.
Love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Brittany, and thank you so much for being in this exhibit. We love having your work here. We love working with you.
Thank you.
And we love everything that you're about.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Todd Johnson. I'm from Pennsauken. This piece here is one of my paintings. It is a giclée print on canvas. It's entitled Mr. Piano Man. It was inspired by my father-in-law, who was a musician, Jack Cole. Jack actually did a pose for me using his large hands, and I thought were quite interesting. So I went on to utilize him as my model, and the piece just kind of developed itself from there. So again, this is a giclée piece, meaning it's printed on canvas. It could just as easily be done on paper. So it's a pleasure to be a part of this whole process. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Pat McLean-Smith, and I absolutely love creating art. I consider myself a textile artist. I work mostly with fabrics and acrylic paints. I am honored to be here in this exhibit, and when I first saw the title, it just drew me in, all that binds us. For me, it's family and community. That pulls us together, and family doesn't necessarily mean the family that you're born into. You know, it's where you are. Wherever you are, you're surrounded by your family. And so I love that theme. And I actually had created this piece a while ago because I have 7 sisters and 13 of us all together. 7 sisters, and I want to do something that shows how close my sisters and I are. And you know, the boys, we love everyone, but the sisters are usually the ones that, you know, hold everything together, that binds everything together. It's the women in the family that do that, and so that's what I'm particularly proud of this piece.
And also, this piece sold.
I very, very much appreciate that, particularly at this time in my life. It means so much to me. It's just there's so many phenomenal artists here. So whoever sees this video, you need to get down here. You need to come prepared to buy art. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Muse, and this is my painting exhibiting forgiveness. It's actually based on a movie where a gentleman, he tries to work past his trauma with his father and trying to get to a point where he feels like he's transparent enough with his art. So behind them, it just represents all of the things that they had to leave behind and sort of feel like a togetherness, to feel like, you know, regardless of what's gonna happen, we still have each other and we're gonna make it through.
Where are you from?
I'm from Bear, Delaware.
You're from Bear, Delaware.
Yes.
We are so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining our show.
Thank you.
Right, my name is Leslie Rodriguez. I am one of the artists in All That Binds Us. I am a Puerto Rican American artist. My work explores my identity as a Puerto Rican American and the relationship between the United States and Puerto Rico.